Hey yo, what's going on, guys? DOZ 101 here with your TNA Impact review for tonight, July 1st, 2010. Now, I know a lot of y'all are asking about me, how am I doing since the whole wrestling fan 77777 incident. And I gotta say, I'm doing all right for, what it is. I'm doing okay. What the fuck? Yo, how the hell is this? Oh, these insurrection motherfuckers. I tell you what, man. They must be hacking my computer. I don't know what the hell is going on here, but I will get my revenge. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with this review. Impact starts with Abyss throwing chairs in the ring, and he makes his way towards SoCal Val. He leaps at new fans and grabs chairs and throws them in piles in the ring. There must have been like six steel chairs. And then she trips, and then Hogan gets in the ring, and Abyss and Hogan have a little confrontation. Eric Bischoff runs down and tells Hogan what he's doing is crazy. And then security also gets in the ring. And then Bischoff calls Abyss an ungrateful son of a bitch, and then he slapped him. And then Abyss knocked out security and then pointed at Bischoff. And Hogan smacks him in the back with one of the chairs. And Abyss no-souls the chair shot and turns around to Hogan. But then the rainbow-haired warrior makes the save. He hits some of the chairs and then goes on top and hits the Swanton Bomb on Abyss. Man, I tell you, these insurrection dudes, they keep fucking with me. Oh, man. Hardy, Hogan, and Bischoff get out of the ring. And then Abyss goes crazy and shit. Security's trying to stop him. Abyss goes and says, Hardy, you're mine tonight. And then Abyss goes to visit Mike Tenay and Taz. And then Taz and Mike Tenay basically run away. And then we go to commercial. We got Bischoff backstage talking about Abyss and that he won't stop. And then Hardy says Abyss is going down tonight. And then Hogan says thank you to Jeff Hardy, and then they walk off. Man, this insurrection group, I tell you. Oh, Lord, I tell you. And then we go to Inc. versus the Motor City Machine Guns. Moore and Shelley start off with some chain wrestling. Moore hits an arm drag and puts him up in an armbar. Jesse and Moore keep making quick tags, and Moore whips Shelley outside. Moore then jumps the top rope, hits a somersault dive onto Shelley and Sabin. When they get back in the ring, Sabin has Moore down, drags him to the middle, and then hits Moore with an elbow, and both guys go down. Moore gets a tag to Jesse Neal, who hits a turnbuckle splash on Sabin and catches Shelley with a spear. Sabin dumps Moore over the top rope and walked into a big slam from Jesse and goes after Shelley in the corner. Brother Ray comes down to talk smack to Jesse. Devon gets in the way to stop him. The Guns take the opportunity, hit Jesse Neal with a double team maneuver where Sabin has Jesse on his shoulders and Shelley hits a float over neck breaker, and they get the win. Bischoff comes out to the ramp and says that he is interrupting because there will be a special guest referee in the Abyss Hardy match. The TNA champ, RVD. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe. It was an alright match, you know. All the matches tonight were pretty decent. It was very slow paced and whatnot. It was a good back and forth. Joe did some chops. AJ did some chops. AJ choked Joe on the rope until it got broken up by the referee. AJ then hits a body slam and then went for a suplex on Joe. Joe reverses it, does a front face suplex on AJ. AJ hit a low drop kick, put Joe in a headlock, and Joe gets out, hits AJ with a forearm shot, and then hits a senton backdrop for a 2 count. Joe calls for the muscle buster. AJ drops out, catches Joe with a corkscrew knee drag. AJ went for a figure four, but Joe locked in the coquina clutch, and AJ taps out. After the match, Flair and Kazarian and AJ have a confrontation. And then Bischoff and Hogan and Dixie are talking in the back about Abyss and whatnot. And then Desmond Wolfe versus Brian Kendrick. This match was all right. Desmond Wolfe did the job to Brian Kendrick after Brian applied the Cobra Clutch. And then D'Angelo Dinero cut a promo with Kurt Angle. And Kurt Angle says he has to beat Pope, otherwise his career will end. And Pope was also crying during the promo. And then Jay Lethal came out to the ring and says that his brother's not a wrestler. And he didn't sign up for this. But he did, so he won't leave until one of them comes out. Matt Morgan makes his way out to the ring and says he was the first person that Flair asked to join Fortune. He said he hasn't quite made up his mind yet. And then Jay Lethal versus Matt Morgan. Jay Lethal beat Matt Morgan after Hernandez came out and distracted him with a low blow. And Lethal hit a springboard missile dropkick. And then an Abyss made basically a nails and barbed wire bat kind of looking thing. And then Trailer Wild versus Madison Rayne. This match was really nothing special. Madison Rayne won after she drove her knees into Taylor's neck to get the pinfall. And then after the match, Angelina Love came out, hit Madison with a chair, picks up Madison, tried to DDT her, but Madison gets away and runs back up the ramp. And then Sarita is beating up Taylor Wilde in the backstage area, and security broke them apart. Dixie Carter suspends Sting for 30 days. And, you know, Sting and Dixie basically have their little banter. Sting needs surgery, so that's why he's suspended. And then the main event, Jeff Hardy versus Abyss with RVD as a special guest referee. This was actually a pretty decent match. Abyss couldn't use chairs, but Jeff Hardy could. Jeff Hardy hit the poetry in motion, runs the rope, and Jeff Hardy got a big boot and a splash for a 2. Then Abyss went for a shock treatment, got hit with the twist of fate. Hardy goes up top. Abyss tries to cut him off and chokeslam him. Hardy throws some elbows, knocks Abyss down, jumps off, hit the Swanton bomb for a win. After the match, Abyss goes nuts, then hits RVD with a black hole slam. He goes to grab the piece of wooden nails and gets cut off by Mr. Anderson. Anderson drives the chair into Abyss's ribs, and he winds up swinging at Abyss, but Abyss ducked, and Anderson accidentally hits Hardy with a chair. Anderson goes to check on Hardy, and Abyss picks him up and hits the shock treatment. Abyss looks around and yells at the other 3 men down as Impact went off the air. I got to tell you, overall tonight, Impact was pretty decent. And this is DOZ 101 with my review. And real quick, I'd like to just say thank you to this NSURRECTION group for hacking my computer and fucking up my camera and making it to where I can't do a review properly. So fuck you to you NSURRECTION people. I don't know who y'all think y'all are or what y'all think y'all are doing to me, but y'all better stop this bullshit right now because I'm getting very irritated very fast and I will not tolerate this. This is DOZ 101 and I am